Right now, inside of Grow a Garden 2, there is a massive glitch and a couple others that are losing people a lot of stuff, okay? Now, some people are losing their best plants. For example, they have like a whole bunch of shocked massive bamboo here, and they're just losing it for no reason. And another glitch might actually get you banned. And I'm not joking when I say this, but you do have to keep an eye out for it, because this is actually something that almost anybody could actually fall for. Now, here is the main one. Okay, I'm just gonna get the main one out of the way. Don't want to waste your guys' time. Look over here. Do you see this mailbox? Right, it's got the red exclamation mark, right? If we go ahead and interact with it by holding FT view, we see that over here, there's like my friends list with a couple of people. And then we check up here, the mail. This is the button that quite literally gets people banned, because once you click the mail, you see that there's gonna be people that are trying to give you stuff, right? And maybe, you know, you guys don't get gifts like this because I'm a YouTuber, I get gifts. But it's actually very dangerous to be claiming them right now. Now, although I do want to claim this guy's gift, there is a very specific reason for it, and I'll get to it a little bit later on. But I just want to say that it doesn't only affect the gift boxes, okay? Not only the mail can this happen to you, it can also happen with other players in a server gifting you things. Because inside of Grow a Garden 2, it is a very common culture to have people gift you some of their best plants, or at least gift a noob or a newer player some better plants to help them get better into the game. For example, if I've got like, I don't know, a really big fruit, like this moon blossom over here. Actually, no, there's no mutation on it, bro. What the heck? You know what? I'm just gonna, like, for example, this guy, okay? And then let's say you've just started the game and you only have 1,000, 2,000 shekels. If I give you this thing worth about 500,000 shekels, you're gonna take it, and then you're gonna be like, damn, bro, that's a lot of money, and you're gonna feel very grateful, right? Now, obviously, this happened in Grow Garden. It's very common in the culture for people to gift other people stuff, but right now, I'm warning you. Do not accept any of these gifts. It is extremely bad to accept them, because if you do accept the gifts, there is a chance that the items could be a duped item. And yes, it's also applied for the mailbox here. The items may be duped item. So technically right now, if you do have like a duped item, you could give it to someone. Although I don't recommend duping. I do not condone duping. Duping is very bad for the game, bad for the economy. It's overall unethical. Don't do it. But for educational purposes, if you do it and you give it to someone, their account might just get gone out of here. Some other word for that. Not trying to say that word, but yeah, it is not very good for you. And so you don't want to accept anything from the mailbox. Even if someone seems really nice and gives you something, don't take it, especially if their garden has like 1 million super high value crops. For example, over here I've got myself 1 dragon's breath and 1 moon bloom, which I did rightfully get. These are, you know, 100% legit. I got them in, but using the dupe that I'm not going to tell you guys in this video, well, not tell you guys explicitly. If you guys do find it out later, do not do it. Please don't do it. You might get yourself, you know, out of the game. But a lot of people, I've seen screenshots, right? They have like a garden full of dragon's breaths, because these are the best plants in the game. And literally their garden, like this little plow over here, they have like 100 different dragon's breaths on every single one of these little tiles, which is absolutely crazy. I don't think there's even been that many dragon's breaths inside of the shop over here. But technically, if you do have alt accounts, right? If I've got like 5-10 different accounts and I'm buying the dragon's breaths on every single one of them, if I do have the money to support me, so technically I could buy all of these dragon breaths. Although that isn't very you know, likely to happen. It's still very difficult to get that many, but you can legitimately get it, or you could just spend money to get it. I'm pretty sure it's 1.4k to buy one, unless they change the price. Oh yeah, 1.5k to buy one. Technically you could buy a couple hundred here, just gotta spend an overwhelming amount of Robux. But if you do see someone with that many dragon's breaths, moon blooms, or any other amazing plant, do be very wary of getting plants from them. Now, generally, it is still safe to get plants from others, and I do want to give other people the benefit of the doubt. So, if they do have a smaller garden or just a regular garden, one such as mine over here, I don't have a lot of really massive plants. I got just normal dragon's breath, moon bloom. I only have 1 of each, and then just got a couple of golden stuff. If you do see something like that, then it's just probably a normal player. But this doesn't only apply to people with a lot of dragon breath. It applies to other plants as well. Now, you might be thinking, oh, that's obvious. Maybe like Moonbloom as well. But no, not just that. Because any kind of seed in the game, it is possible to undergo mitosis with those seeds. So, if I have golden seeds, which I did obviously have, I think I used them all. But yeah, I got them, and then obviously I used it to get the, for example, golden dragon fruit here, or my golden cherry, which is super, super lucky. Can't believe I got such high rarity plants here. But if you do see someone with a whole lot of these, then you do have to be very careful as well. Because I've seen screenshots, again, more screenshots of someone with like, I'm not even joking, 1,000 golden seeds and 1,000 rainbow seeds. I didn't even know rainbow seeds existed in the game. I don't even know how to get that. Sometimes I was like admin only or YouTuber only. Now while I am a YouTuber, I don't have any grow garden. Guess you give me stuff. But if you do see someone with a lot of golden stuff or a lot of like rainbow stuff, especially if they're high rarity plants, do be very careful. And by high rarity, I don't just mean cherry and dragon fruit. I mean literal golden dragon's breath and golden moon blooms. But obviously, even if you do have unlimited seeds, that still takes an overwhelming lot of time. So do be very careful when you're accepting any kind of gifts from anyone, including the mailbox here, and including from other people. And there's also more glitches that you do gotta be careful of. And these glitches can happen even if you're on a private server, and even if you're not interacting with anybody else. You do need to be very, very careful, because Grow Garden right now, the devs in Grow Garden 2, they're not very communicative. They don't really talk about updates that much, or at least I don't even know what the next major update is, and you know when it is, how to prepare for it. Likely it is next week, but you will likely be AFKing and buying a lot of seeds, right? Because that's what you normally do in Grow Garden. You sit here, maybe with a macro, maybe with an auto clicker, maybe just by hand you're buying seeds. But do be very careful, because if an update goes down, normally when an update happens, they send you back to your garden over here, just like this. And when they send you back in the garden, when you go back to the seed shop, which when you're AFKing, you do have to like keep on pressing these buttons. I recommend you press the seed shop first and then AFK, just in case they do send you back. But if that does happen, they might move the layout around a bit, which means that this money amount might be over here and this buy amount might be on the side. Who knows? It could happen. And if it does happen, I've seen people accidentally spend money on a lot of plants. Now, while spending 16 Robux on a bamboo isn't the end of the world, if you have an AFK macro that keeps on doing it again and again and again, you're gonna run out of Robux. Now, I don't have that much Robux per se on me right now. I mean, I've got like 5k is a decent amount, right? But some people, I've seen they have like 20, 30,000 gone within a single night of AFK just because they had a macro and auto clicker on that kept on clicking that for you. And here is another massive glitch that could be losing your stuff. And this one, it doesn't even matter if you are AFKing or not. Or no, not AFK, but it doesn't matter if you're macroing or not. You could still be affected. Even just leaving your game on in the background waiting for mutations, it could still happen. And what exactly do I mean by this? Well, if you are AFK, let's say I'm AFK my base, right? And I'm in a private server, and it's pretty safe. Nobody can steal from me. I'm just in here AFKing, and even if there was somebody here, I'm in my base. They can't move me. The thing is that when a server restart happens, when an update occurs, because Grow Garden has probably multiple mini updates a day, probably like 10 mini updates a day, where they just fix a couple of minor bugs, and they reset all the servers. What happens is that there's a chance that you might be in a public server. And I've seen it. People, they're in a public server, and then they're just like standing here, right? And over here, apparently you're outside of your base. Or at least some people, they're standing outside of the base. And even if they do spawn inside of the base, they could get glitched out. I think player collision exists in the game. And also the wheelbarrow, which people can use to actually push people around and move people outside of their base. So you do need to be very, very careful, because if you are just AFK in your base on a private server, it could still transport you to a public server where you could lose everything. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, subscribe. I'm almost at 100,000 subscribers, and I'll see you guys in the next video.